Hello and welcome to Minerals, Rocks, and Fossil Talks. I'm your paleo teacher, Jen, and it's time for some Monday musings. 75 million years ago near Choteau, Montana, a wasp-like insect buzzes through the air before landing on the ground and scurrying into a nickel-sized hole into the soil, a burrow that it's dug up. The sun beats down on the baked earth with a few trees in sight, and think savanna, like East Africa. A small possum-like animal called Alphodon, related to modern marsupials, lies in wait for another less wary insect to snack on. An iguana-like lizard called Magnaviator rests on a patch of bare earth soaking in the warm sun. His respite is rudely interrupted by an Orodromeus, a Labrador-sized plant-eating dinosaur that might have also burrowed, like its cousin Oryctodromeus in Idaho. She is scouring the area for any remaining shrubs that have lasted into the dry season, and her two young follow closely behind her. A Troodon squawks at the Orodromeus family to alert them of its presence. While it is brooding on its own nest, it doesn't want anyone to get close, as parents do. In the distance, an ephemeral lake is drying rapidly. A herd of large herbivorous dinosaurs called Maiasaura wander the edges of the lake in search of fresh plant food. The adults in the herd push onward as some of the juveniles lag behind, weak, tired, and hungry, and probably asking, "Are we there yet?" Egg Mountain is a locality in the Two Medicine Formation, a 600-meter thick package of rocks that were deposited in western Montana from around 83 to 75 million years ago in the Campanian epoch of the late Cretaceous period, so way up here. The sedimentary rocks at Egg Mountain were deposited at the height of a regression when the coastline of the sea was as far east as Billings, Montana. Carbonate-rich sediments shed off the newly uplifting Rocky Mountains and were deposited in systems of braided streams and small lakes. This environment was much closer to the mountains than the seaway, which was about 200 miles away, and the uplifting Rockies also produced volcanism, recorded in igneous rocks in the Elkhorn and Adel Mountains southwest of Choteau. Layers of volcanic ash called bentonite are evidence of volcanic activity and are common features used to obtain radiometric dates. It's also the reason why we can't go out to the field after a good rain, because it'll try and suck us in. Generally, the climate of the area during this time is thought to be predominantly semi-arid with dry seasonal changes in temperatures and precipitation. Would have been covered in ferns like this, a big fern prairie rather than a grass prairie, as grass had just started to evolve. There was not a lot of it. If you think about it like East Africa, you'll get the idea of what we mean by like a semi-arid environment with dry seasonal changes and wet seasonal changes for that matter. Geologists use several lines of evidence to support these interpretations. Abundant hard nodular rocks are present in the sediment surrounding Egg Mountain. This is a picture from not too far from the actual Egg Mountain site. These are caliche nodules, which form in soils in semi-arid environments today, such as the southwestern deserts of the U.S. So that's one of the ways that we know about the semi-aridness. Another way is through fossil conifer tree stumps. They preserve interpreted growth rings, as do tree species during times of drought in East Africa today. If you look at this diagram, you can see that in the wet season, you get a nice thick ring, and in the dry seasons, you've got these very thin rings. Large amounts of herbivorous dinosaur bones of the same species that include all ages suggest that those animals may have perished in drought-like conditions. And then finally, study of oxygen isotopes from sedimentary rock deposited along the coastal plain during this time provide evidence for a monsoon season with annual rainfall. And let me tell you, during a monsoon season, you get a hell of a lot of rain. All at once. The Egg Mountain locality itself displays few geologic clues as to what the local environment was like. Jack Horner hypothesized that Egg Mountain and Egg Island may have been a dinosaur nesting ground that was part of a seasonal island or peninsula bordered by an alkaline lake. Lenses of hard carbonate rock at the localities may have been formed in a lake environment, but their origin has been debated. Nearly all of the fossils discovered at Egg Mountain are terrestrial, meaning they are all animals that lived strictly on land. In addition, many are found in situ, which means they were discovered in their original position. Examples include dinosaur nesting structures, eggs and egg clutches, and abundant fossil insect cocoons and pupation structures, like these ones. I actually have a couple of these myself. Well, thanks for coming to today's lesson. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for some fun trivia, and if you want to know a little bit more about Egg Mountain, you can check out the link that I will post in the description. Fossilize you later.